Hello and welcome to Electric Bike Report. My name is Pete and this is the ProdecoTech Phantom XR electric bike in for testing and review. This video is an overview of the bike and I'll have the full review for you at electricbikereport.com. Okay, so first of all, let's take a look at the aluminum frame and you've got a arched top tube here, which is similar to other Phantom models from ProdecoTech. Kind of blends into the rear seat stays, and you can see the seat stays themselves are pretty large tubing, kind of an oversized look, and yeah, definitely pretty cool style. Then you've got this box down tube with the newly integrated Samsung lithium-ion battery pack. This is a 36 volt 14.25 amp hour lithium pack that's built into the down tube of the frame there, and I'll show how that detaches in a little bit here. So in the bottom of the new Samsung pack on the ProdecoTech Phantom XR is the charging port on the left side there, and then this is a USB port connection. So if you want to be charging a smartphone or a tablet or anything else that's charged off of USB, you can do that from the bike battery itself. Okay, to remove the battery pack, just turn the key that's included with the bike, then slide the battery pack to the side. It's totally out there, and there's a look at what the down tube looks like without the battery pack. And then to reinstall it, just take this, the bottom of the pack, align it there, and then slide it back into place. Take the key and just double check, make sure it's secured, and you're good to go. So here's a look at the battery removed from the frame, and it's right down here with the charger, and the charger plugs into any normal wall outlet, and then the other side plugs into the back of the battery pack, and the battery can be charged on or off the bike. So here's a look at the 600 watt geared rear hub motor from ProdecoTech on the Phantom XR, and it's relatively small size, and when you kind of step away from it and look at the bike overall, it blends in pretty well along with the battery pack in the frame. So it tends to look a little bit more like a conventional bike. Can't really tell that it's an electric bike so much, but this geared rear hub motor will power the bike up to 20 miles per hour with the twist grip throttle, and I'll show that in a little bit. Taking a look at the rest of the drivetrain, we've got the HTI platform pedals, provide a pretty wide platform and solid grip. The Truvativ cranks with a nice chain guard there. KMC chain that runs back to the SRAM X7 rear derailleur that shifts through the 8 speeds on the back, and that's all shifted with a SRAM twist grip shifter, which I'll show here in a bit. Okay, let's take a look at the control center on the XR. First of all, on the left side, you got the lock-on grips and then the SRAM twist grip shifter. This is the X7 series shifter, and that goes through all 8 speeds of the bike. And then you've got the Avid DB1 hydraulic disc brake lever, the bell, of course, and then you've got an adjustable ProMax stem here. And this, you loosen that bolt and you can adjust the angle of the stem. And over here, we've got the twist grip throttle with the battery level indicator. And then also there's that red button which toggles the throttle on or off. And then you've got the other Avid DB1 brake lever and the lock-on grips. So these are the Avid DB1 hydraulic disc brakes, and they're spec'd out both front and on the back of the bike, and they feature 180 millimeter disc brake rotors. This is the RockShox 30 silver fork, and it has 100 millimeters of suspension travel. It also offers a lockout button at the top here, so if you want a more efficient ride, you can lock that out for, say, riding on the streets. And then on this side here, that's your spring rate preload, and so you can tighten or loosen that depending on your weight and your riding preferences. So here's the Continental Traffic tires, and they're spec'd both front and rear, and on the center tread you can see it's relatively smooth for an efficient ride for on the road, and then on the side it has pretty good knobs for off-road riding. This is the Velo Plush saddle, and you can see it has a fairly narrow front end, but then it's a bit wider in the back and a nice cutout there. So overall, a pretty comfortable saddle. Alright, so that's the overview of the ProdecoTech Phantom XR. This bike retails for $21.99, and you can check out the full review at electricbikereport.com.